Trump may be having the roughest week of his second term, and not because of one bad headline. Because when the courts, Congress, voters, and even members of your own party all push back at once, that is not a bad day. That is a pattern. First, a federal court ruled that Trump's name had to come off the Kennedy Center because the president does not get to rename a congressionally created institution. Then, his $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund ran into court trouble and Republican resistance. That fund was supposed to compensate people who claimed they were targeted by the government. But even some Republicans looked at it and said, maybe taxpayer-funded revenge checks are not the best midterm message. Then, congressional Republicans dropped funding tied to Trump's White House Ballroom project. A court also reopened review of Trump's IRS lawsuit settlement after concerns were raised about possible coordination between Trump and his own Justice Department. Then, in Iowa, Trump's endorsed candidate for governor lost the Republican primary. And finally, Iran. Republicans broke with Trump on war powers. The House passed a resolution 215 to 208 aimed at limiting his ability to keep using military force without Congress clearly signing off. Now, none of these alone means Trump is finished. He is still powerful. But the story is not one loss. The story is the pileup. Courts are saying there are legal limits. Congress is saying there are funding limits. Voters are saying your endorsement is not a magic wand. And some Republicans are saying we are not giving you a blank check on war. That is why this week matters, because the Trump machine is not collapsing. But for the first time in a while, it is making a very weird noise.